old man, military youth, knocked out too. Running down a hall and touching someone to take a seat. I'm laughing so fucking hard, but little did I see that girl with Steve got punched in the gut. Yeah, stole Steve, curses. Yeah. The ran away with we stole Steve cause he's here. The ran away with we stole Steve cause he's here. The ran away with we last time I stole Steve cause he's here. Girl's mom called out that pig. Mom had one leg, kid from home, and that was Pharaoh. Girl's mom called out that pig. Mom had one leg, kid from home, and that was Pharaoh. Girl's mom called out that pig. Mom had one leg, kid from home, and that was Pharaoh. Girl's mom called out that pig. Mom had one leg, kid from home, and that was Pharaoh. Pharaoh. Cousins.
I kinda feel like losing life. What great witness does a man of great strife make in the night? Life without light. Dead awake, wide asleep, I got nothing to beat. Pressure's on, singers gone, the beast is finally free. We are planning the attack, I don't really wanna be under your control. We're holding nothing back. This is our anthem, anthem, pain is of the mind. And this is our anthem, anthem, pain is of the mind. And this is our I am strong, I am weak, can't resist that truth. Only God set me free, blessed are the meek. Feeling tall, feel it all, throw my hand over the wall. I am all that you can call, we're holding nothing back. Yeah, whoa, no, pain is of the mind.
All right, everyone. Welcome back for another stream of Coffee Talk. Let me change scenes here. All right, so last time, if you weren't here, our boy AC Poo, he started up his coffee shop. He met some new people and had some people come in. Some people had some problems, and he tried his best to solve them. So let's we'll chill out here for a moment just to kind of see what's going on, and then we'll start. So anyway, I'm gonna actually switch back to the other scene, and then we'll be going, and the music will come back. So
And this is our anthem, anthem, pain is of the mind. And this is our anthem, anthem, pain is of the mind. And this is our is a random. This is a random. This is a random. This is a random. We're holding nothing back. Yeah, whoa, no. Pain is of the mind. And this is our anthem. Anthem. Pain is of the mind. Yeah. And this is our anthem. Anthem. Pain is of the mind. And this is our.
All right, sorry about that. I had to just check a few things and also get some water. So let's get right back into it. Honestly, this game probably has like the best music out of any indie game I've ever played. It's just so chill. Welcome. Oh. Welcome. Hello there. Good evening. Good evening, sir? Ah, the usual earthling linguistic problem. We will never get used to it. Is it okay if I call you sir? Definitely. You can call us whatever you like. We do not mind a bit. Do you want to order anything, sir? Oh, yes. We have to communicate our order. Please pardon us. What do you recommend? We will not be able to taste the difference anyway. What do you mean? It is alright. Forget it. What is the most expensive drink here? Everything's the same price in this coffee shop. Really? That is interesting. Unlike other places we have visited so far. Have you decided on what to order, then? Okay, we would like to order anything. 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 Okay, so I guess, since he just wants anything, we can do coffee. Coffee, cinnamon, milk, brew. Cinnamon milk coffee. Let's serve it. No latte, alright. Your drink is ready, sir. I hope it's to your liking. Don't worry, it will not matter to us. Okay, let us drink this. The fact that he's drinking that through. Nope. Darn, I thought there would have been a way to hide the text box, but he's drinking it through his finger, so through his spacesuit, which raises a lot of questions for me. Yes. Oh, nothing. Okay. Excuse me, sir? Yes? Why did you put your finger in the drink? That's a very strange question. We are drinking it, of course. Drinking it. Yes, drinking it. Oh, yes, of course. We almost forgot. Earthlings use their speaking organ to drink. We use our appendages to drink. Usually, a polypropylene drinking apparatus is provided for us to use. Pardon? It's what you call a plastic in the shape of a long tubular stick. You mean a straw? Yes. We wonder why Earthlings rely on it so much. Mostly, you can drink without it. Yet the plastic stick apparatus were provided on 87.76% of all drinking occasions we encountered. And it has become one of the biggest single-use pollutants of your planet. I'm liking this guy. He cares about the environment. Anyway, how do you drink with a straw? The same way we just did. But thanks to plastic stick apparatus, we do not need to put our appendages into liquid mixture you call drinks. It is very convenient. Perhaps convenience takes higher priority in Earthling's decision-making process. Excuse me. I see. I guess people won't suspect a thing if you put your hand on a straw. Affirmative? Oh, I think that was me. Anyway, by the way, you said you just arrived. Where did you come from, sir? Far. It would be too complicated to tell you all the details. But we can tell you one thing. We have mission. Mission? Yes. What kind of mission? Find what Earthlings call a female. And then breed. Okay, I'm not liking this guy anymore. So you came from a faraway planet to find a date. Date? Our mission does not have anything to do with your understanding of time. No, I'm not talking about that kind of date. Oh, pardon us, but no, our mission does not have anything to do with the fruits. I wasn't talking about that kind of date either. Oh, pardon us again. Your language is extremely confusing sometimes. Don't worry about it. We also struggle with our own languages. Earthlings really need to work on their communication. There are so many ways to make communication more direct and simple. All the places we have been to, this place has the worst communication methods. Can't argue with that. So how's the mission so far? Not good. We are using this unique communication application. According to our data, it is the biggest source of breeding interaction on Earth. The aliens have found Tinder. Oh god. Although the success rate of breeding is not as high as the interaction. Ah. I never heard about it. Wait. Are you talking about a dating app? This system uses a fire symbol as their sign. So he is using Tinder. You are talking about a dating app. But again, we found some communication in contradictions in application. What do you mean? According to our understanding of the application, it requires the person that interacts with it to swipe left or right. If you swipe left, it means you do not want to breed. If you swipe right, it means you do want to breed. And when two interactees swipe right between each other, they can commence introduction to the breeding process. It didn't go well, I assume. Most of them start communicating with very big letters on communication platform. And they said some words that cannot be considered proper. I don't know what to say about that. But you said most of them? Some of them did not get mad. Oh, some of them are laughing with text. Did you get to meet them? We set up meetings. Many of them did not appear. But some did. Yes, but we got confused with the way they communicate. No outcome from the meetings, even though we decided to go to various recommended places according to our database. And this coffee shop happens to be... Oh, that's me, dang it. And this coffee shop happens to be one of the recommended places? Yes. Interesting. Then you're here to meet someone? Yes. But she should have arrived some time ago. Maybe Earthlings also have different interpretations of time. You're right about that. Good evening, miss. Evening. Would you like to order something? Cafe latte, please. Alright, cafe latte is coffee, milk. Yeah, let's do some latte art. Why not? That was a popular thing last stream. So we'll start with just a line, just a straight line, and we will etch. Answer. Nah, let me do a little bit. Gotta have some fun, right? There we go. Let's serve that. Your order's ready, miss. Thank you. How is it? Good. Glad you like it. Are you here to read again, miss? Yeah, you know the drill. Please enjoy your time. Can I help you with something? Oh, nothing. Partnerless. Okay. Excuse me. Yes? Are you waiting for someone? Not this again. No, I'm not waiting for anyone. Are you sure? Yes. I'm sure I'm not waiting for anyone. Because we are waiting for someone from this app. And she's an orc, just like you. Look here. First, I'm not the only female orc on Earth. Heck, I'm not even a pure orc. But is your name Urukai69? Oh my god. Is this guy sane? Please pardon them, miss. I don't think they're from around here. So, you have not answered our question. Are you Urukai69? No. My name is Myrtle, and I never use Urukai69 anywhere. Oh, you really are not. Of course I'm not. Seriously, men nowadays. If you're that desperate to find a date, why don't you ask your friends? Or go to a club or something. But we do not have any friends on Earth. Hey, when you said he's not from around here, you saying he's not from Earth? Well, from what I gathered up to now, they're not from this planet. Man. Pardon us for interrupting, but when you said club, which activities are you talking about? According to the search result, there are just too many clubs on Earth. Some of them look pretty interesting, like this club about space exploration. They call themselves Trekkies. Forget everything I said. What time were you supposed to meet this female orc? About an hour ago, according to the local time. She's bailing on you, man. What does that mean? It means big chance she's not coming. Oh, his heart. You could see the exact moment where his heart broke. I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you. She's probably right, sir. Have you tried contacting her? We have. She read it according to the application. Did she reply? No. Ouch. She didn't reply. I'm 100% sure she bailed. She's not coming. I believe Miss Myrtle here is right. That was... We are pretty objective people, but somehow Earth's vagueness has taught us a new kind of feeling. This has happened before, many times. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but it might be a sign you need to change your strategy. Earthlings use strategies to breed? The most complicated strategies, in fact. Your kind never ceases to amaze us. If that's the case, then we do not need to be here anymore. You can stay if you like. Oh, it's okay. We need to report back immediately. But we will visit this place again in the future. You have a very nice place on there. Please, just call me Asipu. Thank you for your time, Asipu. And thank you for your input also, Miss Myrtle. We will definitely be studying the breeding strategies of Earth. Sure. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. Although you can also use strategy as the keyword. We will keep that in mind. Okay, then we are off. Take care on your way. Also, I have no idea why I've decided to do that voice for that guy. I just figured it'd fit. Whoa, boy, who the hell was that? Oh, hi there, Freya. Was that what was an astronaut doing in this coffee shop? You're drinking and waiting for their friend, apparently. What kind of friend? Like, Lakia, the dog? A date from a dating app. I should have been here. What does their date look like? The date didn't show up. Ouch. Poor astronaut. Why didn't they remove the astronaut suit first before going on a date? I mean, showing off your job is pretty common, but it doesn't have to be that literal, you know? I don't think they're an astronaut. Not in the usual sense. What do you mean? They might be an alien. Alien? Like Englishman in New York alien, or alien? Alien. Outer space? Probably. Or other dimension, I don't know. Wow. Like, super wow. I mean, I know you get a lot of different visitors here, but wow. Life's never boring here. That's why I'm writing about it. Oh yeah, how's that going so far? The writing? Yes, the writing. With capital T and W. It's going pretty well, actually. Nice. May I see it? Come on, Freya. Come on. Can we see it? What do you mean? Can I read the draft you've written so far? No. Please don't. Why? It's not good enough. Hey, be more confident in your work. You know you're a good writer. Besides, if you're not that confident with it, maybe I can share some feedback. Right. I actually have prepared a printout of the draft. So you were planning to show it all along. I wasn't sure about it. It's the first presentable draft anyway. Come on, I know the drill. And I'm pretty familiar with your stuff. Alright. Let me get it out of my bag. Be honest with your feedback. I will. Now, will you hand it over? It's okay, Freya. Here it is. Thank you. Now, let's see. 2 hours later. How was it? Let me read at my own pace, okay? 7 hours later. There's a lot of complex words in here. Like the cat in the fuck this. I'm gonna close this place down to become a stripper. What's wrong? Is it that bad? The main character. Oh my. Is the character badly written? I don't think the character suits my personality. That's because you're not the inspiration. Too bad. You have a prime example standing in front of you every day. Prime example? You? You're like the most mysterious person I've ever met. Wait, I think someone's coming. Hey, the draft. I'm not done yet. Welcome. Would you like to drink here or take away, miss? Here, please. What would you like? Or maybe you would like to... Or maybe you would like to sit down before deciding. I'll order right away. No need to hurry. Take your time. Is it okay if I order something a bit complicated?
Lady, I'm pretty stupid. You might want to dumb it down.
You can order whatever you like, as long as we have the ingredients. If that's the case, do you know the masala chai? The tea with spices? Yes. I'd like to order a masala chai then, please. Look, okay, so it's, I'm gonna assume it's tea, cinnamon, and ginger? Cross the fingers. Nope, damn it. Okay, trash it. I didn't want to have to do that, but... Masala chai, what would... I really wish I knew more about coffee, like how to be a barista, because then it would just be like, easy. Masala chai, masala chai. Masala chai, what would that be? Masala chai. I wonder... Yeah, I mean, she said spices, so I'm wondering if maybe I just had the order wrong. So like it's tea, ginger, cinnamon instead of tea, cinnamon, ginger? Oh, hell yeah. Okay, cool. Let's serve it. I believe this is the drink you were talking about. From the look of it, I think so. Let's give it a taste. You know, honestly though, like, I would be damn impressed if she could tell the reverse, like, because what it really was the cinnamon and ginger were reversed, so it would taste the same. It's not like, you know, if you put in the cinnamon first, it would just taste like more cinnamon than ginger. This... Is it bad, miss? Oh, no. It's really good. It just brought back some memories. I hope they're good ones. Oh, they certainly are. They certainly are. Huh? Where were we? The main character. The character feels very you. You bet. If the reader knows me, they'll notice right away. Is that okay? Sure, why not? Sounds so narcissistic. Don't worry about it. They won't notice it unless they know me personally. And having the main character think like me makes it easier to write. If you say so. Sorry. Did you say something? Yes. Sorry for interrupting. Are you a fiction writer? Yes, I am. That sounds so cool. Well, yeah, but I only write small-scale fiction. Short stories for the newspaper. Or non-fiction stories about people in this town. She's writing a novel right now, you know. In fact, I was just reading the draft for it. Hey! Wow. How many books have you written? Well, this would be my first if I finished it. I've always wanted to be a fiction writer, but conjuring words is hard. I am a writer, and even I can't use complex words like conjure like you just did. A lot of people have said that my vocabulary is uncommon. What do you do? What's your name again? Ah, pardon me. My name is Aqua. Hi, Aqua. I'm Freya. And the barista here is Acipu. Greetings, Miss Aqua. Nice to meet you. So yeah, what do you do? I'm a researcher at the university. I also make games in my free time. Yeah, that's even cooler than my job, you know? Thanks. You said you can't write, but research papers need a lot of writing skill, right? Indeed. But it's descriptive writing, not narrative writing. What kind of fields are you researching, by the way? I focus on computer graphics. Whoa. It involves a lot of calculations and boring stuff. Not something the media would cover, I guess. It wouldn't attract many readers. Oh my. I forgot, you're a journalist. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Come on, you don't have to worry so much about everything. It's alright. Excuse me for interrupting. Yes? You said you're a researcher in computer graphics, right? That's right. Did you write a paper on the latest fluid rendering technique for 3D environments? I believe one of the contributors is also named Aqua. Oh my, yes, that's me. Did you read it? I did. It was pretty important for the project we're working on. May I ask what kind of project that is? It's a video game series called Full Metal Conflict. Are you kidding me? You work on FMC? Oops. Sorry, I got a bit too excited all of a sudden. Don't be. It's nice when you meet someone who likes the thing you worked on. I love that series so much. My name is Aqua, by the way. But you already knew that. My name is Myrtle. What do you do in the project? I'm one of the technical artists. Ah, no wonder. Yeah, I don't want to intrude on your discussion any further, but could I ask for your business card or something? Me and my friends have something we want to discuss. We submitted queries through your department's contact form, but we haven't received any replies. Oh yes, that happens a lot. The forms send the queries to another department, and sometimes it takes them a bit to respond. Pardon us for that. Of course, should have expected that. But I don't have my card with me right now. But, we can swap email addresses if you want. Sure. Here's my email. Yep, got it. The Full Metal Conflict series you two are talking about. Is it the same series that's getting a movie adaptation soon? Yeah, that one. To be honest, I hated the idea of turning the game into a movie. Nonetheless, Hollywood, they have the budget for flashy sequel or visuals, but I doubt they'll do the series justice. Why? Because some games tell their stories in a unique way, and some stories can only be told through this medium, and FMC is no exception to that. Interesting. Do you play video games? Well, not much.
I just happen to be in one. Shh.
I usually play weird, obscure art games. The type of game you might see in an art gallery. Really? That's weird. You're not the first to say I'm weird. It's not that. Usually, people that play arty games are gamers that got bored of current state of video games. That's true. But I believe art games cater to a whole different market compared to mainstream games. Hence, a lot of players are not gamers, and they're more accessible to play, but harder to perceive. Understanding them requires a whole different level of many things. Sorry, I rambled on for too long, but at least that's what I think. Good point. Yeah, that was a really good perspective. I play those games thanks to the people I hang out with. Yeah, you got this look of an artsy hipster, you know? Nailed it. So, you understand my point about the adaptation, right? Kinda. Anyway, I need to get back. I'm gonna email you first thing tomorrow about our question. Wait, what time is that? Oh my, I also need to go home. We can walk to the bus stop together if you want. Hope that doesn't bother you, Miss Myrtle. Just Myrtle is fine. And of course it won't bother me at all. Shall we go now? Sure. Thank you so much, AC Poo. And you too, Miss Freya. Good luck with the writing. You take care on your way, okay? Will do. See you around, folks. Please be careful on your way back. So, yes, that was a nice talk, but you wouldn't have you wouldn't have given me proper feedback for that draft yet. And I could see that you were reading it on and off. Well, it's kind of good. Seriously? That's it? I'm not an editor. Did you expect me to have a list of notes for you? Yes. Really? You're mysterious. That much is true. But I've been a regular here for a while. I recognize the expression you were making as you read it. You have a lot of comments, right? Admit it. Okay, you got me. But this won't be short. And I will be really honest about it. Mm-hmm. Well, the night is young. Bring it on. Okay, let's start at the beginning.
I can't read it. It's too hard. You're using words like yeah, be a streamer.
Lemony Snippet. A fortune? Wow. That is a pun I didn't really dawn on that quickly. A fortunate tale in a cup. Wow. Sunday, September 27th, 2020. Sorry, needed a drink. Profile. Morris Lester from slum to glam. Research found that most fury sedatives on the market are not safe. Pajama-clad 27-year-old actually found decapitated on his own bed. Interesting. Do you want to order anything else? I'm good for now. I'll order again once I finish reading this. Okay then. I'll leave you with whatever that is. Oh man. Hey, it's Aqua. Oh, Aqua. Fancy seeing you again so soon. Hi, Freya. Hi, AC Poo. Good evening, Miss Aqua. How are you two doing? Same old. I'm good. How about you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? Oops. I asked that already. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Is Myrtle here? So far, it's only me and AC Poo. We have you with us now, of course. Are you meeting her here tonight? Oh, it's not that. I was just wondering whether she's coming here again tonight. You have her email, right? Yeah. Why don't you just tell her to come and meet you here now? That always works for me whenever I want to talk to someone. Yeah, that would be nice. It's not that important anyway. I just wanted to follow up on the questions her team sent today. Follow up directly, I mean. Anyway, I should order something. Take your time, Miss Aqua. It's alright, I'll order now. I'll have a cup of tea with lemon and cinnamon, please. Tea, lemon. Oh, we have mint now. And cinnamon. Lemon cinnamon green tea? I used the wrong tea, son of a bitch. Can't believe I did that. Alright, tea, lemon, cinnamon. Brew. Russian tea, okay. There you go. Oh, it looks so pretty. If I'm not mistaken, it's called Russian tea, right? Oh, you knew? I heard about it once. I'm pretty sure the only part that's Russian is the name. It was originally from a community cookbook or something. You're right. Whoa, that's highly specific fun fact to know. I guess I spent too much time browsing the internet. When did you arrive, Freya? I've been here since you last left. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Finish drinking first, Aqua. I'm sorry. I said you haven't left? I was just joking. Oh. That would be crazy. Why? Oh no. I didn't mean to offend you or anything. It's just that you shouldn't forget to take breaks. You too, AC Poo. Please make sure you get enough rest. Of course I will, Miss Aqua. Thank you for the reminder. By the way, Aqua. Yes? Where do you come from? Because, judging from your accent, you're not from the States, right? I'm not. I'm from the ocean. Whoa. So, you're a full-fledged Oceanic? Born and raised in the sea. Why did you move here? Chasing the American dream, I guess. You moved with your family? No, I'm the only one who could move here. Oh. May I know why? It's not easy for our people, especially the females, to get higher education. I got scholarships and the opportunity. I wasn't sure about moving, but my parents pushed me to do it. How long have you been here? Almost 2 years now. Do your parents visit often? They can't. Do you know how hard it is for my people to get a US visa? I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. We're still in contact. We do a video call at least once a week. Do you have siblings? Of course. We are sea people. My extended family is probably as big as Seattle's population. Whoa, that's a lot. You really have that many relatives? Of course not. It was just exaggerating. But if you count my grandpa's kids and grandkids, there are 100 of us. Holy. How about you, Freya? Do you have any siblings? I have... not as many as you, I assume. I have a little brother, 4 years younger. He also lives in Seattle? No, he's living in San Francisco, near our parents' house. He's the good kid and I'm the rebel, working some high-end tech job while taking care of my dad on the weekends. That's so nice of him. I know, right? That reminds me. I should visit my parents after finishing this draft. We should. Visit them while you can. I know. Anyway, I want to order something. Another espresso? You know the usual. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Serve it. Your espresso's ready. Thanks. Bitter. Just the way I love. Good evening, sir. Good evening. How can I help you, sir? Ah, yes. I don't know what to order. Something to raise your spirits, perhaps? Nothing you like on the menu? I can make you a custom drink if you like. Actually, are you familiar with STMJ? I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. If you can tell me the ingredients, I'm sure I can recreate it. Ah, lucky me. STMG stands for Susu Tela Madu Jahi. It's Indonesian. It means milk, egg, honey, and ginger. Understood. Wait, do you have the eggs? I certainly have. They're not on the shelf, but I'll add egg once I mix the rest of the ingredients. So it was milk, tea, honey, ginger. Milk. Oh. What? No. Reset. Tea, milk, honey? Hold on. Why do I feel like I'm wrong? Was it really milk, tea, honey, ginger? Crap. Oh, wait. Forgot about this feature. Milk, egg, honey, and ginger. Okay. Now I know. Milk, honey, and ginger is all I need to add. I'm silly. Alright, so reset. Milk, honey, ginger. Right? Yeah, milk, honey, and ginger. Brew. Honey cinnamon milk. And then I guess serve it. Here's your order, sir. Let's see. Milk is good, but it's definitely not an STMJ. Don't worry about it though. This isn't the worst drink I've had after ordering STMJ in the States. Oh well. Excuse me, may I ask you girls something? Sure, ask away. What kind of things do you kids like doing nowadays? Excuse me? Aren't you college students? No, we're not. I see. May I ask how old you are? You're being creepy, old man. Go back to your chair and keep your distance. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be creepy. Hey, Aceville, Who is this pervy old man? I have no idea. It's his first time here. I want to be able to understand young people. Oh, Georgie. Thank God you're here, Officer Georgie. What's up? There's this creepy old man trying to flirt with us. Where? You mean him? The man is Rachel's dad, Freya. He has to meet me. So I told him to come here. Oh. I didn't know Rachel's dad was a pervy old man. No wonder she ran away from home. Everyone, please meet Mr. Furlong, Rachel's dad. Mr. Furlong, please meet Freya and Aceville. Please, call me Hendry. I apologize for earlier. I wasn't trying anything funny. I'm sorry about that. Wait a minute. Your name is Hendry Furlong? Yes. And you're Rachel Florencia's father? Yes. Furlong? Florencia? Why do you have two different last names? What are you trying to pull? Valencia was my wife's maiden name. Oh, I'm sorry. Rachel chose it for her stage name. Freya. Okay, I think I better work on my novel. I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk about. Nah, Freya, I'll come with you. Anyway, what was it that you wanted to talk to me about? It's about Rachel. That night when you drove her home, was she hanging out with shady people? Well, I think one of them was a bit shady. Hey, I heard that. What? I'm not a criminal. I'm just kidding. She was in this coffee shop talking with Freya. God, I can't read tonight. She was in this coffee shop talking with Freya and Aceville here. She wasn't in any danger. No, are you sure? What about before that? Whoa, calm down. Is everything alright? It's just that I feel she's getting more and more distant. I don't know how to talk to her anymore, or even what to talk about. I don't know what kids her age are into nowadays. Every time we talk, we end up fighting. I have 3 daughters. We fight all the time. One thing that I learned, give them time and space, but be there when they need you. Or you can just bribe them. One time I had a fight with my eldest daughter. She didn't want to talk to me for a week. I know she loves pizza, so I went to Rocco's and bought her her favorite pie. I left the pizza on the table like a trap. Then I waited for her to take the bait, just like a stakeout. When she took a bite of the delicious pepperoni, I casually grabbed a slice and sat with her. That pizza really helped smooth things over. After that, she wouldn't stop talking. What if what she loves doing is the problem? Rachel loves singing and performing on stage. I'm proud of what she's achieved with her career. She's really young, but the entertainment industry isn't a kind place. Not the label, not the media, and not the fans. And I don't trust her new manager. Rachel's just a little girl. What if she gets harassed or forced to do drugs? Did something happen? Well, nothing's happened yet. I just feel it in my guts. Is it possible that you're just being paranoid? I don't know. Maybe? Psst, Aceville, I need to go now. Thanks for the drink. Take care anyway. Sorry, one sec. I'm just checking something. Cool. Rachel's already 18, so she can legally sign contracts without parental approval. I've been trying to tell her to quit, but every time I brought it up, we just end up fighting. As a parent, there's really nothing much we can do, other than guiding them and being there when they need us. Sooner or later, we'll have to trust them to make their own decisions. And with everything we've taught them, hopefully, they'll make the right choices. What if she made the wrong choices? I can do background checks on their manager. If that will ease your mind, please do. Okay, give me a name. It's Morris. Last name Lester. Morris Lester. Got it. Oh, isn't he the guy in today's paper? Anyway, I'll let you know if there's a hit. Hold on, I've got to take this. I'd love to talk more about this with you. Let's meet again soon. Wait, you have my contact details. Call me if you ever need my help. Wait. Don't worry, I'm sure everything will be alright. I used to manage a girl band. I've seen bad things happen. That bad? Yeah. I was against her joining that pop group at first, but my wife, Rachel's mom, she convinced me to give it a chance. Ever since she's been gone, I don't know how to talk to Rachel. With her wanting to do more of her own stuff, I don't know what to do. What do you mean by her own stuff? Modeling and a solo singing career, it's a whole different world than the band. I'm familiar with that side of the biz. But things have changed, right? Even if it has, I don't think it's for the better. She survived being an idol, even managed to graduate and start a solo career. She sounds like someone who can take care of herself. Don't you think so? She's not ready. I don't want her to get hurt. There are a lot of bad people out there. People that want to take advantage of her. You are her father. I understand you might be worried. However, you shouldn't hinder her from achieving her dreams. I just want what's best for her. Is that really what's best, though? I think she's born to soar. But she's just a girl. My little girl. Seriously? That's your argument? I didn't mean to sound that way. It doesn't matter whether she's a boy or a girl. You'll drive her away if you keep acting like this. With your knowledge, you should be able to help her achieve her dreams. I was once a stubborn young girl, too. Maybe I can give you a little advice on how to handle rebellious teens. I'd love to hear it. Is it okay if I stay a little bit longer, Acipim? Take all the time you need. 7 years later. Shaya Denny, sweet spicy chai latte from the town of Aden, Yemen. Sorry, needed a drink of water. Werewolf representatives pushed the ministry for more accessible sedative. Military personnel stationed along East Coast to prevent immigrants from flooding in from the Atlantic. Doctor from Salich Town arrested for experimenting with children cloning. You sure that'd be okay? Yes. I mean, it would be really hard to pull off, but it's something that'll make the story different. Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully. And gracefully. I know. Oh, it's Gala. Hey, Gala. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Sorry, I'm answering a text. Am I interrupting? It looked like you were having an intense discussion. It's nothing. Acipit was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing. Sounds like heavy discussion. I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my presence interrupt you. Oh, don't worry about it. Although, I need to interrupt AC Poo for a moment. Sure, how can I help you? Can I have a cup of... You remember my remedy? Of course. Do you want to give it a try again? My last order didn't quite hit the spot. Remember, it's tea and ginger. The last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either of those. Okay. Remember, it has tea and ginger. So tea, ginger. I actually don't remember what I put in there last time. Hold on. You know what? I think I know it. It's so I'm basing it off his name. Tea, milk, and I believe it's yeah. Yep, that's reset. Tea, milk, ginger brew. Galahad. See? Judging from the smell, this looks like it. Indeed. I have the same feeling. I've made a note of that mixture. Perfect. Anyway, please don't mind me. Continue with your discussion. Don't worry, Mr. Gala. We're done for the night. You're done. I have a lot of new homework thanks to you. You're welcome. Is Hyde coming? No, I'm by myself tonight. It's gonna be a peaceful night then. That's mean, Freya. Oh, come on, I was just joking. He needs to learn how to communicate with his thoughts nicely, though. He might not look like it, but he's a very kind person, you know. He doesn't show it, that's for sure. That applies to you as well. Oh, come on. It's Bailey's! Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Bailey's. Hey, how you doing, Freya? Not good. What's going on? Basically, was just criticizing my story. It's called feedback. It's cruel. It's necessary. Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story? The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own-adventure storybook, but for adults. Sounds pretty common so far, but instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score. What? That score will determine which page you should go to. That sounds more like a video game than a book. I know, it's not that original, but my target here is the mainstream audience. Huh? With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream, just like that Choose Your Own Adventure show on Netstream. It was nothing new, but because of the marketing and the names involved, it reached mainstream market. That sounds interesting and highly ambitious, Freya. At least it's simpler than my other ideas, which is making a novel not in the form of a book, but in the form of story cards. What? I know, right? As if she has all the time in the world, and that's before even considering the sensitive issue of setting the story in a world where only humans exist. What did you say? No, there's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I finished it, okay? Alright. As Asipu said though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make it a mountain even higher. Fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way? You'll have to wait for it. Don't want to spoil the fun. If you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything. What do you want to drink tonight? Ginger latte, if you know how to make it. Alright, Bailey's. I actually think it's in my, no? I guess not. Okay, so it's probably coffee, milk, oops, coffee, milk, ginger. Let's try that. coffee, trash it. Coffee, ginger, milk. Ginger latte, there we go. There you go. Thanks. Damn, this is good. What's with this kind of drink making skill? Wonder why your place isn't any bigger. What we have here now is more than enough for me. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. By the way, how are you doing, Baileys? Still busy with your last client? Oh, I'm done with her. Done? As in you're dropping the project? Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done as in I finished the job. I spent the last few days making sure. It's even done before the deadline. Did she like it? Oh, she loved it. She had some complaints, of course, but I convinced her by using some design terms she doesn't understand. You finish your job by bullshitting her. The finest bullshit, my lady. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Are you working on anything right now? No. I'm taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters. Oh. Like you and Lua? Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking, I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know? Well, come on. Who hasn't been there? You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college. Ooh, spicy. Hold on one moment. Sorry for the dead air, I had to go grab my dog. Wait, what? Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus. Okay, let's call him Cognac. Cognac has a girlfriend. Still following. And that girl has a friend. The friend is the one I'm after. Oh, okay. Got it. She was one of the hottest girls there. But everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date. Why? I don't want to get into details, but this succubus was super hot. And all the guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player too. Huh? That doesn't sound like Lua at all, because it wasn't Lua, genius. Huh? Lua was my friend's girl. Oh, moly. This is getting spicier. The other girl's name was... let's just call her Rose. Continue. I knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Cognac. That's a fake name you made up, right? Yes. Now, will you let me continue without interruptions? Okay. So, I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much, but I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was just a pretty active guy back then. So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Cognac back in college. I'd been out and got back just as Lua arrived. Total coincidence. We went into our place together and witnessed something surprising. What? Cognac was sleeping with Rose. Holy mother of moly. I saw the look on Lua's face, the disbelief, anger, sadness. Without even thinking about it, I punched Cognac in the face. You what? I got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. He's pretty good. Oh my. Yeah, I landed that one punch and he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. More like she begged Cognac. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I didn't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty bad. So Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that. I don't even remember the exact date, but suddenly that friendship turned into a relationship. That was one hell of a story. I know. Have you seen her by any chance? Yeah, Lua came by a few days ago. How is she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument, though. With whom? There was this male model. Model? I didn't think she was that type of girl to go out with a model. Oh, they weren't together. What were they arguing about? Well, they were talking about your relationship. Lua told us about the reason behind the fight and your family stuff. Then this guy Hyde joined the discussion. What did he say? He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval, considering, you know, what? You're willing to leave your own family. You would do that for her. Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? Let me tell you about my family. Or I should say, most Dublin families. They all think they're so high and mighty. You're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation, appearance, and everything. We must never ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs. Jobs that are deemed worthy and successful. Like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO. You know. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something elves would deem suitable. Unless you become the next Da Vinci. So, when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like they were on fire. They told me I'd never be rich or successful. All that because you chose an art degree? You want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua. What do you mean? They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Yelled about how her kind is ruining the country, accusing their religion of worshiping the Dark Lord, accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing at the family. Whoa. I mean, come on, this is the 21st century. That's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist. Tell me about it. Lua is the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I can be free and pursue my own dreams. I don't understand why Lua is so obsessed with the idea of reconciliation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know? I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? You might be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her. Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't help but overhear your story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not enough, correct? Yes, she's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack. But we won't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I never thought of it that way before. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a different spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decision. One day, you might use the I left my family for you card. We love each other. I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy. It will be hard work. Because life is full of storms. In marriage, it will not survive alone. Whoa, that's deep. We'll have each other, and that's enough for us. Tell me, do you have health insurance? What? I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance? You'll need some. What for? Immortality is an elven privilege, but you'll lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured. Empty their entire life savings for an $8 pill because empty their entire life savings for an $8 pill because in this country they charge $20,000 for it. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privileges you do. There's a high probability that they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. There are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyway, I've got to go. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thank you for your insight. I've got to go too. Want to head out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink, AC Poo. And Freya? Bye. What? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway. Are you gonna write that in your book? It's a secret. Your book is based on this coffee shop. How can you present a story like theirs in a world with only humans around? I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration. Sounds like a great idea. STMJ, warm booster made of soup, milk, telur, egg, mandu, honey, and ginger from Indonesia. Okay, milk, honey, ginger. Tuesday, September 29th, 2020. Who vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedative illegally? Coachella 2020, 10 reasons why you should go. Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. Oh, Tide and Gala. Sorry, need some water. Talking a lot really gets my throat dry. I know. But it was surprisingly nice catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, AC Poo. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. I think the last one was the remedy. But there's no harm in checking some other combinations. Alright. You know what to do. Alright, so the Galahad, just so that way I know what to kind of tea, milk, and honey. Or tea, milk, and ginger. So let's do tea, lemon, and ginger. We'll just, I already know it's the right one, hence, his name Galahad. So lemon tea, lemon ginger tea. There you go. Try this. Thank you. I'm sorry, but this doesn't taste anything like what I asked for. Pardon me for the mistake. Never mind. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't have helped overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh. Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Those bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know kung fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple? Really? You were thrashed, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at that time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. like, well, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived, and I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those tourists could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before this fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck. The universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me that night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. This is in the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Ah, I see. So, how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital, Gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed... I prefer if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping others live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become your nurse or a doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So, you could say I owe this guy my life, thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, AC Poo, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Warm and cool, huh? So tea, mint. Needs to be warmer. Maybe another tea? Warm and cool. Let's try it. Mint tea. Serve it. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too. Freya? By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is this how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You look tired, Freya. Our day at work? How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed AC Poo my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please, don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital adminning life going? That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. Mostly, I handle operations stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care, such as operations, I go through what we do and how much it would cost them. Kinda like biz dev for people's lives then. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough, whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep a hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. He needs to be a bit less loyal though. Hide. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy, that's for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions, mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job. I really can't figure you out. That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay hide? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around, AC Poo. And you, Freya. See you. Take care on your way. You know, it's kind of hard to believe someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So, how did you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Huh. Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. Whoa. I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how do I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya? Come on. I won't get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. Oh. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength, so he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. So, no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But then I got to be interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. After a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone and seek help, which he refused. No surprises there. But I kind of pushed him into doing it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me, and not so long after, he started working at the hospital. He's been Good evening, everyone. Oh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, barista. By the way, sorry, that's me. By the way, I didn't catch your name last time you visited. Do you have a name? I'm I'm not going to do the voice anymore. It's getting kind of tiring. Name. We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Hey, achievement unlocked. We are all friends. Neil. Yes, Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. Ah, I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hi. You come here often? You're someone who doesn't live in Seattle? Yeah. Oh, you're not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, do you mean a few thousand miles? Or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. The image? Ah, the Aremi Gendru album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yes. So, anything. Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise, but we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Ooh, feel something. So should I just max out everything as much as possible? Like, is that like, can you even do that? Excuse me. Let's see. What can I make the guy that would make him feel something? Okay, so sorry, I kind of got lost and had to answer a text. Well, if you can just drink anything, and he just wants to feel stuff, we'll just serve him Freya's drink, because that's the most bitter, so he'll at least feel something. Espresso, serve it. Cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the? Interesting. What are you doing? Drinking. That's how they drink. Oh boy. You are one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us? We are travelers. Doing our job in the space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date. All the way from a galaxy far, far away? Turns out pervs exist everywhere in this universe. You feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand, but we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? Hmm? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Aw, man. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Could you handle them, though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further. If it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around. Really. To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard those terms before. Let's check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's what we call commitment. Such a strange concept. Then, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves, and those in charge don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least, that's what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today. But we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating. Boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I am single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path to starting a date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier for a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms? It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. So, we talked about using condoms. But how does your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink? A condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We're pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details unless we agree to do the mating ritual. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, especially the mental part. We did our research, and we tried it on the test subjects we made. It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We're not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye. Take care on your journey, on your way, sir. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. Did the game developer work? Wow, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke to her last time? You mean Miss Lowick? Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty nosy to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation unless it really piques his interest. Or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow. So I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh, well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. Wednesday, September 30th, 2020. Protests rise over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. Dwarven-made cars face challenge against an unexpected competitor. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. Welcome. Oh, good evening, sir. Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Law Enforcement Division, or FIRE for short. How may I help you? We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be an alien in nature? Yeah, I don't think so. But what should I be looking for? What's this alien look like? We're not 100% sure, but according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar. That's a pretty eye-catching outfit. You'd think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know? That is a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we have been running around after false testimonies. They are a superior creature after all. Thank you for the help. If you see anything suspicious, please contact us through our website. Will do, sir. You don't want a drink or anything before leaving? We're good. Take care on your way. Whew. I really need to be more careful, Neil. Huh? Oh, hey. Good evening, ACP. Yo. Hello, Miss Aqua, Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We plan to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first? Nah, you go first. Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? Tea, mint. The fact that it had a name just made me realize that that's what it was. Oh, this looks really fresh. I call it the Marrakech, inspired by its origin. Oh, Marrakech, as in Marrakesh in Morocco? I heard the people there really love tea. Let's give this a try then. Oh my, it's warm but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. How about you, Miss Myrtle? You want to order right away? Sure. I'll have the tikara. Okay. Shit. What is the tikara again? Oh, I haven't. Oh, fuck. Tikara. Hold on. I think I actually know what it is. I'm just racking my brain right now trying to think of it. Takara. Okay. DT milk. I think. So I did a little bit of off-stream stuff like earlier today, but I don't think I got this one, but I think I kind of figured it out just by kind of thinking back on some of the other combinations. Yep. Okay, cool. Here's your tikara. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. Huh? Is there anything wrong? No. It's better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is really authentic. Just like the teriyaki you get in Southeast Asia. Thank you for the compliment. Where did you learn to make it? I traveled around Southeast Asia a few years ago. So you learned about it in Malaysia? Yes, and from videos on the internet. So, how are things going in the office? As usual, tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress from the problem we've been stuck on for a while. I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. Oh, I want to say, please don't forget to rest, but I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and the team. Ha! As if those executives care about us. Overtime is now mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family and go get some rest. But we all know that optional overtime is passive aggressive. And we'll stay longer in the office anyway. Because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. Wish I could help you, or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. For guilt is something that also bothers me a lot, even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. And you know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize that my favorite series was born out of such sacrifice. I'm sorry, I ruined the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation, healthcare, bonuses, and so on. And we're already used to this, so don't you worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm. Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development team, our development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. What is it? The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year. That's really good news. Congrats. Thank you. So, what's the problem now? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizing. Why? Confirm it fast, before they give your spot to another indie. I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Lost? The booth is free for indies. That's good then. And events even in Seattle. You don't need to spend your money on travel or accommodation. It's a golden ticket. But I'm not that confident. You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you of your game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are usually pretty prolific people in the industry, and also senior journalists. I know. But I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional, and thousands of people will be visiting Max, expecting Full Metal Conflict or other bigger games. Every game has its own market, you know? And you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect then. Gamers aren't stupid. What if some haters visit the booth? What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Or about me? That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life. Even after all that, I will still be there by myself for the whole event. That is one problem, yeah. Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight. Showing my baby to the public. I just can't imagine the horror. You know what? Huh? So far, my schedule is pretty empty around then. If things stay this way until Max, I'll come visit you. No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free then, you shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something. Nah, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can just ask my lead to skip this year. But, I'm coming with you, whether you like it or not. Okay, good. Now, what are you going to show the game on? I'll have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the Expo build ready? Expo build? You're not planning to showcase the full version, right? That's the plan. Don't. I can give you the guidelines on what to have for the Expo build. Do you have the game with you now? It's on my phone. I can send you the build now if you want. Do so. Okay. Got it. Now, let's see. Hello, Miss Rachel. Hi, AC Poo. What's wrong? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. And I'm going to perform at Coachella next week. They're still adding new performers? Yeah, you might say that those announced this late are backups. Oh, but it's still the biggest festival in the country. Yes, and I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink, something sweet. What do you want to order? A sweet hot chocolate. Sweet hot chocolate, huh? Regular hot chocolate is chocolate. Chocolate, honey, chocolate. Let's see. Honey chocolate. Let's serve it. See what she thinks. Your sweet hot chocolate is ready. Thank you. How is it? Not bad. It's not special, but it's enough. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. Thanks. Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long. That makes sense. If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. Noted. Dad? What are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening? I was worried. I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio. So I thought you'd be here. But we cannot just limit ourselves to this place. And now you're causing another ruckus. We're sorry, Isiku. We didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for. Well, anyway, I better order something. What are you having? What would you recommend? Might I suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara? Oh, what is that? It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Sounds delicious. I'll take that Spanish Sahara. And ginger. Let's see if I got the combination right. Yep. Your drink is ready, sir. My. This is amazing. Glad you liked it. Please just go home after you finish your drink. Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's going to help me become more successful. I know Morris. He's not a good person. The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name, managing a lot of stars so they become superstars. I still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much, and even if he has, it wasn't for the better. You're just being paranoid. First, you were afraid of how many fans would treat you. Now you're afraid of the industry, too. What's next? You'll lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing? You're just too young to understand. Then make me understand, because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? We were together for almost 15 years, but you learned nothing? Not even how to talk to your own daughter? Rachel, I'm sorry, but I'm trying, okay? Try harder, because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one. I know. But give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me, but I am learning. Or, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long. I told you, I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I need to figure out, but it doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that. Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum. If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris? I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career now. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now please come home. Relax. And don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away. It's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist. When are you going to be home? I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel with the label provider, but that's... See you, Dad. Wait, Rachel. Oh, crap. Thanks, Steven. Didn't realize it. Let me turn it up some. Okay, is that any better? Sorry, is that any better? Cool, thank you. And I also need to get a drink of water. I'm sorry about what just happened. Speaking of what just happened, let me kind of catch you up. So this girl here, she's Aqua, and the orc from the last stream is Myrtle, and she is a game developer. Aqua works in kind of the same industry. She kind of does like the science behind it. So they do, or she does like research on graphics and other stuff. The two that were just there is Rachel and her dad. Her dad has asked Joji to look into her new manager. We haven't found out anything about that, as far as if the manager is a good guy or not. Bailey's was just in. We kind of found out more about his and Lua's relationship. Basically, Lua is kind of still debating on whether or not she wants to still be with Bailey's. Bailey's wants to leave his family because his family is a bunch of racists, and Lua has the outlook of, well, it would just basically reinforce their beliefs if he left the family for her. What else has happened? We met an alien named Neil who basically just wants to breed. We also have met a FBI agent who's looking for Neil. So, yeah. What? You didn't hear their argument, Myrtle? Of course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely, especially when there's an argument like that. Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead? Eh, no, I was listening. I made notes. See, you didn't even realize. But are you capable of focusing your attention? Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family is useful after all. So her family is over 100 people. So it's massive. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. So they came here tonight to kind of talk about their plan for Max East. Yo, AC Blue, we're leaving. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for the drinks, as usual. Please take care on your way home. I guess that's all for Oh, you're back, Mr. Hendry. Are you alright, sir? Sir? Oh, yes. Please don't worry about me. Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel? No, I lost her. I'm sorry to hear about that, but I'm sure she's alright. I hope you're right. By the way, pardon me for asking. Yes? Throughout your argument with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me. What's that? Why did you leave the music industry? Now that's a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Sorry, I need to stretch. I'm almost done for the night, sadly. But once this chapter's finished, I'm going to make my announcement for tomorrow. And then, yeah. No, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago, just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know? They were huge in the 90s. And they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life. You didn't find peace managing girl bands? Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it is good. So Hungry, I don't know how much you know about the the idol scene in Japan, but this story kind of has a lot of influences from that scene, in how kind of crazy it is. So like a lot of the idols at least in Japan, they end up kind of getting taken advantage of by their managers into like, if you don't sleep with the manager, you don't go far, or you end up having to do porn to further your career. So he's kind of worried about his daughter getting into that. But what hit me the hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. The teenage girls especially. They were crazy about their idols, to the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Like what? Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, bending their responsibilities and their families. And the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even the target of the abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats. What do you do for a living now? After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, but they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family. You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry. They visit my place from time to time, and we all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too. Are you going to be alright by yourself? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later, AC Poo. And sorry for bringing our fight to your place. Don't worry about it. Alright, then, goodbye. Bitter heart. Shadows that will help you try to hide. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to end the stream here tonight. Thank you for coming out. So I will be back tomorrow. I'll be streaming Brutal Legend, a game from my adolescence that I really enjoyed. So tomorrow I will be streaming at 7. Same channel, same bat time. A million years old. Yeah, seriously. But yeah, thank you for coming out again, and I hope you had a good night.